I'm doing something new today. I've worked with yarn for a long time and I've wanted to branch out into other textures, and today I've decided to work with this. I was inspired to work with this material because of the masks that my mom has been making. Basically, she found out that if you cut strips of t-shirt and pull them, they turn into cord. I'm really interested in seeing what kind of texture it makes when you have like hundreds of them pouring off of your head. So this is the outfit here. I think that when it's stretched, it's gonna double in length, which means I'm gonna have a lot to work with. But that's all stuff that I need to test. Chris, what's the population of lefties in the world?
Alexa.
Approximately 10% of the world population is left-handed.
Here we go. This is the piece. And I'm just gonna try pulling it and see what I get. Exciting. So it's doing what I want it to do. Okay. Don't pull that hard. Perfect. The parting's gonna be basically right down the middle, and I can cut full strip lengths and I can weave them through the part. So yeah, I'm just gonna start from the bottom here and make my way up. Like, I'm so bad with scissors. Oh my god. I'm gonna try and do it right-handed. I was thinking about like if Europa had like a makeup palette. I think she should have like a blush palette called Post Basic. Market it as like body blush. Because we're like post our faces not matching our bodies. I've got 2 lengths of this here now. I'm nervous to see how much I actually end up with. I think the hardest part of this project right now has been looking at the color of the hair against the color of my black shirt. That color, this color, I don't like it. That's kind of more the vibe. We're gonna cut more of this. As usually happens during this process, I found a faster way to do this. Double the fabric. It works better in every possible way. Good morning. Good morning. Wig cap. Combs. After deliberation, I've realized that these are just far too conspicuous. And then once I have all this hair in a pile, then we're gonna start gluing them onto the wig cap. That's another step. I will talk about that when we get there. These are all things to come. Happy Friday. Maybe it's not Friday for you, but it's Friday for me, so I give all my Friday happy energy to you. This is my wig cap. This wig cap has a lace front. It's gonna be a middle part. Everything is gonna be glued on, except for this right here. Because I'm using hot glue, if I was to put it onto here, it would transfer right through onto this canvas wig block and it would stick the thing to the wig. So this is where our parchment paper comes into play. That way we can just go crazy with the glue gun without having to worry. The tape has to touch itself around. It won't stick to the parchment paper. Parchment paper is sort of miraculously unsticky. Is there a word for unsticky? Adhesive? I think I need to make some proper tracks to lay. At least a few so they can just run along here and just cover all of this. A little bit of tape on the back just to keep everything in line. Glue it this way down to the crown of the head. I don't know if this is even gonna work because these holes are so small. B. Wonderful! Okay. So we're just gonna grab the end again, like we did. Okay. So we have it through 2 strands, just like that. So here's the front. I'll need to put one right there. This is all gonna get done. I mean, from here it looks really good. All of this is atrocious and needs to be filled in. I feel like some sort of like ginger Jesus right now. I picked up some more orange fabric. This is a slightly different color. It feels a little dancier, I would say. Is this for me?
Yeah.
Okay, I put them in my cart like a year ago, like maybe 2 years ago, these, and I finally bought them. But like, it couldn't be more perfect for what I'm doing right now. I love when the universe is on my side. That we've done. But I think on the whole it's looking pretty good. The tape is imperceptible, and anything that is something that I plan to address. So this is basically all the stuff that I have weaved in. And you can tell that I have spaced out some of the deeper orange colors a little bit more, which helps to break it up and make it look a little bit less uniform. So this is the corner, and I made sure the hairline was very, very solid. Yeah, this is nice. It feels very thick. I don't know how to cut weight out of this, but I need to cut weight out of this. God, I love this side. Oh, that kind of does look more like the drawing. Really dancey, so red. It is like so much red hair. I look like a Weasley. I think it's gonna look really good with the looks that I have in mind. So that's all to come. We're gonna finish this off. We're gonna get in drag, and I'll show you the final look. Hooray! So you asked for it. Nobody asked for this. But I gave it to you anyways. This is the hair. I did not know I could look this good. Unstyled. This is basically plop the thing on my head after I cut it. And this is what she's giving me. This is what she's giving us, okay? Because we're on this mystical journey together. Let me get in close here so you guys can see. This is the hairline, okay? You can see that it looks quite natural. I could definitely do some sort of like updo type thing. I probably have like maybe 5 inches of parting space to work with. I feel like the more I lift it, the more things I do, the more I look like Brooklyn Heights. I could not be happier with how this material worked with the lace. It feels like wet hair. That's kind of the vibe that it gives. But it moves in this slinky, snaky, bouncy kind of way. And the haircut has just made it flip and fling. Everything it does brings me serotonin, and I hope that it's bringing you serotonin at home. Was this what I expected it to be? Pretty much. What was unexpected about this journey? How many yards I actually needed. So if you want to do this yourself, get 8 yards, okay? And you'll end up with a wig that's probably down to your butt if you're like me and you're like over 6 feet tall. The other thing that was such a delightful surprise is the bounciness of this material. Like I can actually pull it. So it does all this fun stuff. It looks like it's animated. I feel like I'm animated right now. I don't feel like a real person. I don't. I feel like a freaking action hero. I should be in a comic. You should write it.